Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm William. I'm continuing my learning of Dutch. I'm now 55 days in. I've been using DuoLingo to try and learn Dutch, and I feel like I'm getting there. I'm able to look at some sentences now and sort of understand them a little bit, or at least get the idea of what they're trying to mean, even if I can't translate completely. I can write some basic sentences, and I think I'm doing okay for where I am at 55 days. Anyway, I thought I'd go back to DuoLingo today and see if we can't get the crown on another lesson, and see where we are going with that. So over to DuoLingo. So I've been looking at mastering all of the first section, and I've mastered quite a bit of the second section, or what they call master. I don't know if that's what you would say mastering, but and I'm progressing through the back end of section 2. What I find really useful is to keep a journal. I've been writing in this journal since I started. Every time I find a new word or a new concept or a new way to use a sentence, a word in a sentence, I'll write it in here. This is really helpful for learning the differences between when to use a de or a het, which is sometimes just learnt from memory, and also to when to use the right verb in the right with the right pronoun, all those sorts of things. So I'm writing in here. I've written some poems and all sorts of different things in here, which I'm finding quite interesting. So as I discover new words in DuoLingo, I generally write them down here in the Dutch and in the English so that I can go back and review them again later. So I'm going to learn jobs. I've not come across anything to do with jobs before, so I'm sure that there'll be some new words today, so I'll write some of them down. So let's start with this first of 6 crowns in getting jobs, level 1. The student. This one here.
De studenten.
De studenta. De studenta. So it's spelt almost the same as student, and then it's got an E on the end. That'll be easy to remember. The student. Alright. The student. The student.
De student.
Student.
Ik ben een student.
Ik ben een student. Ik ben een student. Ik ben een student. One thing I've noticed with DuoLingo is it does take a while for the answers on the spoken ones to come back. I've seen in other videos it doesn't take that very long, but for some reason my connection always takes a long time for it to validate it. So a bit interesting about that. Maybe DuoLingo can improve that a bit.
Schrijfster schrijven.
Schrijfters schrijver. Well, that would be a schrijfter. Sounds like a scriber, which is a writer. So writers write. I'll just write that down as well. Say schrijfter. Schrijfters. Writers.
Ik heb een baan nodig.
Well, the good thing about this is when you come and know you're coming across a new word, it's in a different colour, so you can actually
Baan.
highlight it, and that says job. So baan is job, or orbit. So ik heb I need a job. I
nodig
have
heb
a need for a
een
job.
baan.
Okay, I need a job.
Hij houdt van zijn baan.
I houd van zijn baan. I like,
Van.
I love our job. My job.
Zijn.
He loves
Hij.
his job. Yeah. Hij houdt van zijn baan. Baan. Baan.
Baan, baan.
Baan, baan, baan. Okay.
Zijn studenten zijn rustig.
The students are quiet. Zijn studenten zijn rustig. His students are quiet. Okay, so the zijn is a his.
De schrijver van het boek eet pasta.
The writer of the book eats pasta. The author, the book's author, the author of the book eats pasta.
Hoe word je een goede schrijver?
Hoe word je een goede schrijver? Hoe word je een goede schrijver? Goede schrijver. Goede.
Ik heb veel werk.
Work. Well, that one's an obvious one. That's work. So we go, ik have lots of work. Okay, I have a lot of work. Ik heb veel werk.
Zij is schrijfster.
She is a writer. She is a writer. She's a schrijfster.
Hij gaat iedere dag naar het werk.
Well, that was a bit fast.
Hij gaat iedere dag naar het werk. Hij
Hij
gaat iedere
iedere
dag
dag
naar
naar
het werk.
werk. He is going with someone or something day to his work or to the work. He goes to work every day, every day.
Wie is de schrijver van het werk?
Who is the writer of the work? Wie is de schrijver van het werk? Who is the author of the work?
De studenten heeft een baan.
The student heeft een baan. Okay, the student has a job. The student has a job.
Zij zijn op het werk.
Zij zijn op het werk. Werk. Zij zijn op het werk. Zij zijn. Zij zijn op het werk. Alright. The student needs a piece of paper. Okay, yeah. The student,
De studenten
needs
heeft een
piece,
stukje
stukje
papier nodig.
Because he has a need for a piece of paper. Yes. Writers write. We had this one up before. So schrijfters.
Schrijfsters
Schrijven.
schrijven.
Cool. That's the first crown. Let's go on to the next crown and see how we can go. Alright, start the next one.
De werknemer is jong.
De werknemer.
Werknemer.
Employee or worker. Werknemer. No. No. Okay. Worker. Employee. Alright. The employee is young.
Bent u mijn werkgever?
Are you my work-giver, employer? Okay, so it's the opposite. So werknemer and work-giver. Giver. Giver of giver?
Werkgever.
Werkgever. Gever. Bent u mijn werkgever? Okay, are you my employer?
De werkgever houdt van de werknemer. De werkgever houdt van de werknemer.
Okay, the employer loves the employee, or likes the employee, loves the employee.
Zij zijn modellen.
Modellen. M-O-D-E-L. Model. Looks like model.
Modellen.
Models. They are models.
De kunstenaar draagt een kleurrijke hoed.
Kunstenaar. Kunstenaar. Stenaar. Okay.
Kunstenaar.
Artist. Okay. Artist. The artist wears a colourful hat. Kleurrijk. Kleurrijke. Kleurrijke.
Kleurrijke.
Kleurrijke. The artist is wearing a colourful hat.
Hij is een goede werknemer.
Hij is een goede werknemer. Hij is een goede werknemer. Good employer. Employee. He is. Right.
Zij wil een carrière hebben.
Carrière.
Carrière.
Carrière. Carrière. Carrière. Not career. Carri. And the emphasis is backwards. Okay. Career. Carrière.
Carrière.
Carrière. Carrière. Okay. Zij wil een carrière hebben. Okay. She wants to have a career.
Zij is geen kunstenares. Kunstenares.
Kunstenares. An artist. The female version. Okay. So, by kunstenaar, we had that before. Kunstenares. The female version, okay. Kunstenares is artist but female. Okay. She is not an artist. She is not an artist.
Hij spreekt over zijn carrière.
Hij spreekt over zijn carrière. Hij spreekt over zijn carrière. He speaks about his career.
De modellen hebben zwarte jurken.
The models have black coats, dresses, not yasses, yassins. Okay, yoga. The models have black dresses.
Wie zijn de werknemers vandaag?
Who are the employees today? Today is the vandaag. We read that on the other day. It's vandaag. So I go back to my notes, and vandaag is today. Van, today. Okay. Wij zijn de werknemers vandaag. Cool.
Wat kopen jullie van de kunstenaar?
What kopen jullie on the kunstenaar? So the kunstenaar was the artist, and what are you buying from the artist? Okay. What are you buying from the artist?
Het model loopt zonder schoenen.
Zonder schoenen. Okay. The model is walking without shoes. Okay. Het model loopt zonder schoenen. Schoenen.
De kunstenaars werken in de ochtend.
I'm thinking of going live and streaming live. If anybody would be interested in following my learning live, that would be quite interesting. Yeah, it'd be interesting. So, if you would like to see or join me on my learning journey live and chat along, I'd love to have you on the journey. So, please leave a like and a comment in below. If I get enough likes, I'll join in and go live. So we'll see how we go. So ochtend is morning. So the artist works in the morning. De kunstenaars werken in de ochtend. Goed, kunstenaars. Didn't like that. We'll see how we get that start hearing that word again when we come back. Kunstenaars.
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 Kunstenaars. Werken.
Werken. De kunstenaars werken in de ochtend. Kunstenaars. Kunstenaars.
Waar sta jij in jouw carrière?
Where do you stand in your career? Where are you standing in your career? Waar sta jij in jouw carrière? That got away from me. Waar sta jij in jouw carrière? Got to move your mouth in a very, very different way to English to get some of these different yay and yow and carrière. It's very different. Where are you in your career? Write this in Dutch. Okay, how many employees do you have? How many
Hoeveel?
employees
Werknemer.
heb
Heb jij?
No. Employees. Okay. How many employers do you have? I read that as how many employees do you have? It's getting late here. It's almost 11 o'clock at night. Alright, let's try that one again. The artist lives here. The artist here. Okay, so this is one where the sentence structure is going to be turned around. Here woont the artist. Okay. Here lives
Woont.
the artist.
Kunstenaar.
Okay, so that's a bit different. How many employers do you have? We'll read it right this time. So, how many
Hoeveel?
work givers,
Werkgevers.
werkgevers have
Heb
jij?
jij?
Awesome. Alright, on to the next star. Alright, a new one, docteur. De doctor. The doctor. Doctor.
De dokter.
The doctor. Almost said exactly the same as in English.
De dokter.
The doctor.
Jij hebt een secretaris.
Secretaris, the secretary. Secretaris. Secretary. Okay, you are a secretary. You have a secretary.
Mijn secretaris slaapt in de middag.
That's not very good, unless she was not feeling very well. My secretary is sleeping in the middle of the day. So middag is the afternoon. Mijn secretaris.
Secretaris. Secretaris.
Secretaris. Mijn secretaris slaapt in de middag. Mijn secretaris slaapt in de middag. If I'm making pronunciation errors or you feel like I could probably emphasise my G's more or my R's more, or if I'm doing something right, also like to hear back. Good feedback, bad feedback is always positively welcome because it helps me improve how I say things as well.
Het personeel werkt in het Witte Huis.
Personnel, so personnel. 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 Alright, staff.
Personeel.
Personnel or staff? The staff worked in the White House. Okay. The staff works in the White House. Witte House.
De secretaresse is thuis.
De secretaresse is thuis.
Secretaresse.
Secretaresse is a female secretary. It's interesting that they distinguish male and female roles and jobs. I suppose we do that in English as well. Secretary, female. But we have things like policewoman, policeman. So we have the secretaris is thuis. Okay, the secretary is at home.
Ik werk als secretaresse op een kantoor.
I work as a secretary at an office. Ik werk als secretaris op een kantoor. Kantoor. I work as a secretary at an office. Cool.
Zijn wij mannen of advocaten?
Advocaten.
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 Advocaten. Advocaten.
Advocaten. Oh ja. Okay. Advocaten. Lawyer. We men of the lawyers. Are we men of lawyers? Are we men of law? Or lawyers? Are we men or lawyers? Are we men or lawyers?
Ik stel de burgemeester een vraag.
Burgemeester.
Burgemeester.
Burgemeester. Mayor. I had heard that one before because I did actually read some text the other day that had the word about a mayor in it. It's on a article I was reading about the 11 Cities Tour, which is the skating tour around the 11 cities of Friesland, which I thought was quite interesting. So, and it was talking about the mayor, so that was a word I hadn't seen that I had to translate. And so I thought it was interesting that a mayor is related to burgers. So that's how I sort of remember it now. Ik stel aan de burgemeester een vraag, a question.
Burgemeester.
Burgemeester. Okay, I ask the mayor a question.
Hij kent de burgemeester.
Hij
kent de burgemeester.
Okay, he knows the burgemeester, the mayor.
Hij is secretaris.
He is a secretary.
De burgemeester woont hier.
The burgemeester lives here. De burgemeester woont hier. Burgemeester. Gotta get that G. Burgemeester.
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 Ik ga naar de dokter.
Ik ga naar de dokter. Dokter. Okay. I go to the doctors. I am going to the doctor. I'm going to see the doctor. Didn't see the word see in there, so but that does sort of make sense. I'm going to see the doctor. I'm going to the doctor. Same concept.
De dokter.
De doctor. Which is very, very similar to doctor, which is daughter. Doctor and doctor. Pronunciation's very, very different though.
Jij schrijft over het personeel.
Jij schrijft over het personeel. So you write about the staff. Jij schrijft over het personeel. Jij schrijft. Personeel.
De advocaat werkt in een bank.
The lawyer works in a bank. Okay. The advocaat werkt in een bank. Bank. Bank.
Bank.
Bank. The secretary is at home. Okay. The secretary, either one. The
Secretaris.
one secretaris.
Is thuis.
Does. Both of them were valid. So one was whether it was male secretary or the female secretary. Alright, cool. Are we men or lawyers? Okay. Zijn. Wij.
Mannen.
Mannen. Of. Lawyers. Advocaten.
Advocaten.
Cool. Perfect. Alright. 3 more to go. So, the boss. The Ober, the servister, and the boss. The bus. So B-A-A-S, the boss. I'll write them down anyway because they're going to come up. Ober. And servister. Servister. Okay, so this would be the boss, this would be a server, and this would be a waiter. The boss.
De baas.
The baas. Cool. The farmer, the boer, which makes sense. The farmer, because a little way back here we had the farm being the boer dirige, the boer dirige. Can't even pronounce that one. The boer.
De boer.
The boer.
Waar is de baas?
Waar is the boss? Is the boss. The boss. The waitress. The
De serveerster.
Servierster. Servierster. The waiter. The architect. 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 Okay, the waiter. The ober.
De ober.
Ober, ik wil water.
Ober, I want water. You're rude. Okay, waiter, I want water. Nee, alsjeblieft. Wel graag.
Wat is zijn beroep?
Wat is zijn beroep?
Beroep.
Profession. Beroep. See, there's so many words that you're reading, that you're learning or getting exposed to, at least I'll say, in one sitting, that if you didn't write them down, you wouldn't remember them or be able to review them. So unless you constantly had them coming back up in the text and the lessons. So it's a really good idea to write things down, and then you can go back and review them later. So yeah. What is his profession?
De architecten bekijken het Oranje Huis.
The architects. The architects. The architects. The architects bekijken het Orange House. The Orange House. Bekijken. What bekijken? We have this word. Looks at. Oh, there's a word down there, examine. Okay. Examine the Orange House. Oranje.
Hij is dokter van beroep.
He is doctor van beroep. So his profession is a doctor. Hij is dokter van beroep. He is a doctor by profession, or his profession is a doctor, or he is a doctor as a professional.
Ik ben een serveerster.
I am a server or waitress. I am a waitress. So waiter and waitress, servister and ober, that's the difference between male and female again. Waiter and waitress. Ooh, I'm a waitress. What did I write? I am. That's me.
Wat is jouw beroep?
What is your profession? What is your beroep?
De architect ruikt jouw parfum.
The architect
Architect
ruikt
ruikt.
over jouw parfum.
De architect ruikt jouw parfum.
Okay. The architect smells your perfume. So senses is just 2 lessons ago, so things like smelling and hearing and those sort of things, those words are still new to me. So, okay.
De man is architect.
The man is architect.
Architect.
Architect. The man is architect. So in English we would say architect, and not architect, so it's architect.
De boer heeft geen paard.
De boer heeft geen paard. not one horse. Okay, so the farmer does not have a horse. Does not have a horse. Yeah, the farmer does not have a horse.
Mijn baas drinkt veel koffie.
My boss drinks a lot of coffee. So do I. I love coffee. Mijn baas drinkt veel koffie.
Het kind stelt de boer een vraag over zijn koeien.
Alright, the child asks the farmer a question about his cows. Het kind stelt de boer een vraag over zijn koeien. Koeien. This question about his cows. Yep.
2 serveersters werken in het restaurant.
2 waitresses work in the restaurant. 3 serveersters werken in het restaurant. Serveersters. Drie serveersters werken.
Ik ben een serveerster. Serveerster.
Serveerster. Ik ben een serveerster. I am a waitress. Okay. Alright, on to lesson number 5. The captain. The captain. Kapitan. Captain. And the bewaker. Bewaker. The bewaker would be some police person. Come back to that one. The captain.
De kapitein.
Kapitein. The guard. The guard.
De bewaker.
Bewaker.
De bewakers hebben grote oren.
De bewakers hebben grote oren. Oren. You've heard oren before? Oren. Ears. Okay, the guards have big ears. Okay, you must be able to hear everybody. The guards have big ears.
De ingenieurs werken met ons.
The engineers. Could be engineers. The engineers work with us. Okay, the engineers work with us.
Hij is acteur.
Acteur. Alright, he is an actor.
Ik ken de acteur niet.
Ik ken de acteur niet. Ik ken de acteur niet. Don't know the actor. Notice that most of the roles for jobs have de in front of it, which is good. Nothing that's het at this stage that I can see, so that's a good thing.
Zij spreekt met de actrice.
Actrice, that would be actress. Actrice. And it's also a de, so that's cool. She speaks with the actress. Okay, she speaks with the actress.
Wij kennen de kok.
Cook. Dan moet je cook.
Kok.
Cook. Cooked. Cook. Cooked. Okay, it's a cook. As in a job. Not in the action of cooking. Okay. We know the cook. We know the cook. Cool.
De actrice draagt een rode jurk.
De actrice draagt een rode jurk. A red dress. De actrice draagt een rode jurk.
Ik ben ingenieur.
I am an engineer.
De kok houdt van kinderen.
The cook loves children. De kok houdt van kinderen. Cook likes children.
Wat zegt de ingenieur? Wat zegt de ingenieur?
What did the engineer say? What said the engineer?
De bewakers komen.
De bewakers komen. The guards are coming. Okay. De bewakers komen.
Willem lijkt op de kapitein.
Willem lijkt op de kapitein. Kapitein. Okay. Willem lijkt, looks like, looked like, resembled the captain. Resembles the captain.
Lijkt.
Looks like.
Hij is een goede acteur.
Hij is een goede acteur. Hij is een goede acteur. Hij is een goede acteur. Alright. He is the captain.
Hij is de kapitein.
The actress wears a red dress.
De
actress
draagt
een
rode jurk.
Ja. Good one. Alright, one more to go and we've got our crown for level 1. The pilot and the soldier. Okay. Pilot and soldier. Soldat. Pilot and soldier. Alright, pilot.
De piloot.
Piloot. Piloot.
De soldaat.
Soldaat.
De piloot.
Piloot. De soldaat.
De soldaat.
Het model is ook piloot.
The model is also a pilot. Okay. The model is also a pilot.
De slager schrijft een boek.
De slager schrijft een boek. Dat is slager.
Slager.
Slager is a butcher. Okay. Slager. A butcher. Not somebody who slacks off. Here in Australia, a slacker is somebody who doesn't do very much work. De slager schrijft een boek. Okay. The butcher writes a book. Maybe about.
Wie ziet de dierenarts?
Maybe about vlees. Wie ziet de dierenarts?
Dierenarts. Dierenarts.
Dierenarts.
Dierenarts.
Dierenarts.
De dierenarts. Dierenarts.
veterinarian, a vet, okay. Because that's a diera, so that's animals. Diera. And then arts, a vet. Alright. Who sees the vet? Okay. Who sees the veterinarian?
Hij is piloot van beroep.
He is a pilot by profession. Hij is piloot van beroep. Van, not von. Von would be more German. Van beroep.
De directeur draagt een zwart pak.
Directeur. Okay, director. Directeur. Director. Wears a black suit. The director is wearing a black suit.
De soldaten zijn geen kunstenaars.
The soldiers are not kunstenaars. Kunstenaars, we had that earlier. Kunstenaars are artists. Okay. The soldiers are not artists.
Hij is de directeur, hoewel hij niet goed Engels spreekt. Hij is de directeur, hoewel hij niet goed Engels spreekt.
Okay. He's the director. However, he does not speak very good English. He doesn't speak English very well. Well, even though, however, yep.
Zij zijn slagers en wij zijn bakkers.
Bakkers, they would be bakers. So bakker. I know that one because in my research of genealogy, we had a couple of bakers in our history, so we wrote them down as bakkers. So bakker.
Bakkers.
Bakkers. Zij zijn slagers.
Slagers.
Slagers. En wij zijn bakkers. Okay. They are bakers, butchers, sorry, and we are bakers.
Haar man is de directeur.
Her man is the director, so her husband is the director. Her man is the director. Her husband is the director.
Ik ben dierenarts.
Okay, I am a veterinarian.
De bakker eet niet graag brood.
The baker does not eat graag. Now, I know how to use graag in
Graag.
the sentence. Does not like to eat. Okay, like to. The baker eet niet graag brood. De baker eet niet graag brood. Doesn't like to eat bread. Unfortunate profession.
De soldaten spreken met de kapitein.
The soldiers speak with the captain. De soldaten spreken met de kapitein. 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 That didn't come out very well. De soldaten spreken met de kapitein.
Kapitein. Kapitein.
Kapitein. Okay, de soldaten.
Soldaten.
De soldaten spreken met de kapitein.
De man is geen dierenarts.
The man is not a veterinarian. The man is geen dierenarts. Dira's. Dierena's. De mon. That's not going to work.
De
De
man.
man.
Geen is geen
Geen
dierenarts.
dierenarts. De man is geen dierenarts. Die man. Die man. Die man. Die man. I like the man. Some of the early ones. They are butchers and we are bakers. Okay, so they,
Zij zijn
butchers
slagers.
and
En wij
they
zijn bakkers.
Ik know the pilot, so ik ken
Ik ken de
de
piloot.
piloot. Alright, up to level 1, which is great. So I've got my first crown in jobs. And as you can see, lots of notes taken. That's just from one lesson set. So again, I'm filling this book up really quickly with all my Dutch knowledge and learning. So it's really good to be able to flick back and see words that you can't quite remember and you get the meaning for, and you know, just to study as well. Yeah, so again, if you like my videos on learning and seeing my progress, please like and subscribe. Ring the bell if you want to get notified, and please do leave a comment if you'd like to see me go live and actually do this with me, and see my journey as I go along my learning of Dutch. Alright everybody, tot ziens, see you later.